attack. Bring it attack. Come on, Joe. Let's go.
Great tempo the first day of doing this. What that's going to do is it's going to make the game easy for us. In the fourth quarter, the other team going to be taking a knee, losers, limp, trying to come out the game, and we're going to be standing tall, strong, and we're going to keep going. Okay, but I need something right now. This is for my boy Dom. This is for me, okay? I can't be on the football field without no juice, okay? How y'all feel? How y'all feel? How y'all feel? Y'all boys ain't ready. Y'all boys ain't ready. Hey, Dom on three. 1, 2, 3. Go!
Dad was most proud about is he knew his son would be in heaven, and the leader that he was and the young man he was. Me and Dom shared some things that made us close. His family's from Pittsburgh, from the same neighborhood as me, so that made us bond together really close in these last 2 months that I've been here with him. But just really blessed to get the opportunity to be around that young man for the time that we had together. I know that he would want us to be tough and move forward and work hard. That's what he was about. So that's what we're going to do.
No, thank you so much, Pat Graham, Associated Press. Speaking of Dom, what's to say about your team that you guys had that emergency meeting last night and everybody wanted to practice in his honor? And what was it like just practicing with this heaviness over you guys?
Yeah, Dom, when we first started winter workouts, he gave a speech to the team about get out of your feelings and work as hard as you can. And I think that's why the guys chose to go out there and practice today, because that was Dom's mindset, to show up every day and work as hard as he could. Obviously, his football story was going all over the place. He's been to multiple universities, working his way here. He loved Boulder. So that's what the guys wanted to do today and honor him. Obviously, I was proud of the guys just today for their toughness to show up, to wake up in the morning, to show up, to persevere. That's what it'll take for them to be great providers as husbands one day, as dads, regardless of what's happening. You have to show up, and they did that today. For that, I tip my hat to them for doing that.
Hi, Coach Adam Munster, TigerBuffStampede.com. Kind of building off your opening statement there. Tragically, you weren't able to coach Dom longer than a couple months, but in that short period of time that you got to know him, what stood out to you about him?
Just his work ethic, right? Like he flashcarded my whole entire playbook that we gave him. I mean, he flashcarded every play. His humility to, he picked up one of our freshman quarterbacks, Camille. He picked him up every day and brought him to practice. Just the little things. Every person that he touched, he made an impact on, in this program, whether it was offense or defense, a kicker, a walk-on, right? Like a coach. Like everybody, Dom kind of touched everybody and had an impact on everybody. They saw how hard he worked, how hard he wanted it to prove that he could play at the collegiate level and be a college quarterback. So, it's good just to see guys that want it like that. In an era where you have to force people to work hard, you had to tell Dom to stop working so hard. So, just being around a kid like that, his energy was contagious as far as his work ethic.
Coach, I'm Jack Carlo, 24/7 Sports. Nice to meet you. Just curious, you touched on this a little bit, but just how the quarterbacks and some of the other offensive players, I don't know if I want to say rallied around, but have kind of just responded to this tragedy.
Yeah, it's hard to say that right now. I think people are still in the grieving phase. I mean, it hasn't been 24 hours since we got the news. So, like today, I was just like proud of the guys for going out there, with tears in their eyes, with, taking a deep breath. I was just proud of the guys for actually going out there, practicing today and toughing it out. I mean, I don't know if we've rallied yet or done any of that because it hasn't been 24 hours.
I was reading that there's some counseling services that are available for some of the staff and the students. How do you tell 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds to make sure they check in with themselves and that they handle that on their own? Are those hard conversations to have with people who maybe don't have the life experience yet to really, in some cases, understand what the full capacity of that means?
Yeah, I mean, our program, Coach Prime has done a really good job of the support within the staff. our staff members actually care about the players. They know their names. They know, like they know where their families are from. Most of these guys have shared their testimony and stories and their whys to the coaches. So a lot of these guys will lean on their coach, and will be able to lean on them. The coach will actually go pick them up at his house or go talk to him, go take him out to eat, spend time with them. That's something in our staff that I love the most about. We actually put our arms around collectively and care about the student athletes. It's not just what they do on the football field. So these guys will have all the love and support they need to, overcome the situation that transpired the other day with Dom. And then, obviously we've done a good job from an administration standpoint upstairs of having all the different rooms for these guys to go to and have those conversations away from the coach if they need more help. That we're not doctors, we're coaches, dads, right? So if they need more than what we can give them, they're able to go get that.
Hey, Coach. You were talking about how the coaching staff has really been there for the team the last 24 hours. How hard has it been for the coaching staff having to be there while also still processing this and grieving?
Yeah, I mean, this morning we met together and we just everybody kind of just let their feelings be out. I mean, we've been very vulnerable with each other as a coaching staff, especially from the offensive staff perspective. We shared our testimonies, why we love football. It's something that I've done since I got into coaching. It's something that changed my life when I first got into coaching. The first coaching job that I had, every coach had to share their real testimony and story, and then the players did as well. And I've carried that throughout every stop that I've been at. And, so we've been very vulnerable with each other, tears, talk about our family, talk about our kids, talk about the things that we struggle with, and try to, fill in each other's cups and help each other get to where we want to go. So as a staff, as the leaders of the guys, we got to be able to stand up in front of them with a smile on our face and lead them forward. And I think we did that this morning to be able to get the guys to get out there and go practice.
Pat Rooney, Boulder Daily Camera. Again, you just alluded to the guys toughing it out this morning for practice, but as you probably know, anyone that's lost someone, it's going to ache tomorrow, the next day, the day after that. Just any thoughts yet on how you're going to maybe manage those emotions throughout spring practice, and especially in that quarterback room?
Yeah, I mean, everybody grieves differently. I remember I just got the call from Dom's dad yesterday. I was playing with my son, and I just stopped, like I couldn't move. And my son's like, "Dad," and I'm like, I'm speechless talking to Dom's dad. So, I mean, I don't know how everybody will grieve. I can't really answer that. I mean, I know that, I've been through a lot of things, and I know the coaches have been through a lot of things as well, and these players have as well. That we have the type of group that adversity won't break us; it'll help us break records. So, I know that we'll find a way to get through it and honor Dom in the way that we work every day.
You were only with him for a few short months, but what's going to be the thing that you take with you moving forward that you remember most about Dom?
Yeah, this morning it was just hard to go in the quarterback room thinking like, damn, Dom won't be in there. I just, you see somebody every day, every morning. We meet every day at 5:30, 5 o'clock. So, we'll just save a spot for him in the room.
Yeah, you mentioned the testimonies of what football, means to the coaching staff. How do you think Dominique embodied the sport of football in his life?
I think the reason why Coach Prime chose him as a leader is because he embodied everything that the program is about. For a kid that he didn't really have to do football. He comes from an affluent background. He worked all the way through, Bethune-Cookman, Georgia Tech, going to prep school out of high school. I mean, he's done a lot of things to get to this point. So that's something that everybody could look at and go like, this dude really loves football, because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for guys who actually love the game, not everything that the game will give them, just the day-to-day process of what it takes to be a great football player. He brought that every day. So I hope that's what the guys will take from him, is a guy who truly loved the game.
Hey, Coach. Brian Howell, Daily Camera. A couple questions for you, but have you ever had a situation like this in your coaching career where an active player has passed away?
Yeah, I've had it as a player on a team. I've had it as a coach as well at UNLV. Ryan passed away early in the winter workout session. Charlie, actually, who's on our team, ironically, Charlie Williams, our tight end, was the one who found him in his room. They were roommates. He found him in his room before a workout. He didn't get up, and that kid never missed anything. And so we dealt with that when I first got to UNLV. This is probably like my second week on the job. I really didn't know Ryan from that standpoint, shook his hand once, but that happened there. And then obviously we rallied around him and, obviously went on to having success there at UNLV. At William and Mary, same thing. Early in the program, a kid that I just had met, bad situation happened to him. He had passed, and our team rallied around that, and guys carried his legacy on. I remember taking the bus to his funeral with his mom and all that stuff. So I've been in the situation before. It doesn't make it easier, but obviously been in the situation before. Never been with a player that's been actually in my position room before, though.
And then just follow up with practice today. As coaches, do you grade it very differently and just say this was just about getting on the field and dealing with some emotions today, rather than because I know you guys will grade practice and the performance, things like that. Do you view it differently and just, like you said, praise the guys for just getting out there and just call it that?
Yeah, we coached differently today. I mean, we didn't coach with the same, urgency as far as screaming at guys and losing our mind. And, we coached with a, like you would coach your child today. We coached a little bit more, pull back from the standpoint. Let's get through the reps, but let's do it quality. Let's run on and off the field. And let's get our guys out there and just get them, let them have a little bit of fun to be out there on the field. So today, the film won't be, it's definitely not the quality of work that we're capable of. But like I said, to go out there on a day when you found out, some kids didn't find out until the meeting last night, right? Till 5:00. So you think about that. You got to get back up at 5:30 in the morning. That's 12 hours, right? So for them to go out there was amazing today.
Sorry, a two-part question. Just real quick, did you guys do anything to honor him today? Did you hang his jersey or?
We're going through some things that we want to make sure we do something quality for him. So the guys captains were getting together with coach, and they're planning on doing something, very special for Dom. We don't want to do something that's not impactful for him because he meant that much to us as a brother, as a teammate. And I think his parents get in town tonight or tomorrow. So make sure we respect them as well, what they want to do for their son.
And then, sorry, real quick, can the football field be a healing place for you guys? Can it be your sanctuary?
Absolutely. When everybody got up here and told their stories about why they love this game of football, it was their safe place. It was the place where they could get away from the things that were going on at home, the tragedies that everybody has faced. We've had a lot of things going on. We had Bo just lose his aunt in a car accident a few days ago. He was just at a funeral, Bo Hewley, right? We got a lot of guys that are going through a lot of things right now on top of this. And football today, if you went out there on the football field, you saw Bo running up and down the field smiling. So this is a place for them to, a sanctuary for them to go when things are not, peachy at home. Thank you. Appreciate it.